distinguished members, I welcome you once again to the continuation of our school-based assessment system in Microsoft Access. I know you are really enjoying the lessons. God is so wonderful. We have been able to show discipline, and we're able to design a very robust application. So this is how the report look like. This is how it look like. I told you, for where I'm having those errors, don't worry. I believe you don't have those errors. I'll save it. Okay, so today we want to look at login form. We need to protect our system. There must be a security checkpoint to prevent unauthorized users from accessing our SBA. Okay, we need to do that. If not, anybody that comes across our SBA can easily manipulate it. Okay, can easily manipulate it. So without wasting much time, let's go there. So as I have taken you through the introduction section, where you master the various tools, the table, the query, the form, and the reports. Access is very powerful. One thing you also need to enhance your knowledge on is the ability to write expression to do whatever you want to do. If you're able to grab that knowledge, you are a professional. You can develop a sophisticated system. Okay, people use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Access together with other MySQL to develop a complicated and very dynamic and systematic SBA system. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll do this in such a way that it will look like a software. Somebody who doesn't know much about a software or haven't seen it before will realize that this is a software. We're going to change the title, the pictures that you used to show. We're going to change all these things, and we're going to make it as a fully executable file. So let's go that. Let's create our enough of the talking. Let's create our form. So go to form, go to more forms. We are going to create a dialog form, modal dialog. Okay, then you delete the whole of this. We don't need it. Resize it. I like it in this way. Okay, now go to the controls and look for rectangle. So click on rectangle and draw a rectangle. Draw it well. If you're okay with the rectangle, if you're okay with it, select it and go to format and give it a nice color. Let me see this color. Maybe no, that's not what we want to achieve. So undo. We want the rectangle. So select the controls and select the controls and select the rectangle. If it is trying to make it's going to give just select it like this. Okay, and then you go to the shape field, then you select your color. Okay, you select your color. Now let's go to the designed, and let's take label. First of all, let's make it transparent. Go to format Okay, select it, select the form and select. Okay, let's undo that. No, now let's take our label again. Take our label, our label. First of all, let's do this one first. Let's do this one, and press on the caps lock key, and type this, and then select it. Go to format. Okay, select it. Okay, click on here to select this, and then bold it, and then put it at the middle. Increase the size to 16. Change the color to red. Now change the background color to white. Okay, so that when you click on this, it will close the form for us. Now let's do the same again. Let's go to design, and let's take a label. We need a label with the writing login. So select it, go to format. Okay, select it. If it's not selecting, just click on this and you select it, then bold it. You can increase the size. Let me give it 12. Make it the color should be white. Okay, now select this, select the form, the label rather. Make the shape outline to be transparent. Okay, let's view it and see. Let's view it in layout view. And so this is how it will look like. It's nice. Let's change it to design view. Okay, now we'll have our select here, go to design. We'll have our text box. Click here and draw a text box. Now select the text box, bring this one down, bring it. Now select the text box only, this one, and then bring it to the top. Okay, send this one, select the two of them and position it nicely. Now you can resize this one. Now here, clean this and write the username. Okay, username, select it, go to format and change the outline to transparent. Make it bold, bold it. Okay, increase the size to 12. Now here, click on the shape fill and choose this color. Okay, let's view how it look like. It's very important to be viewing how your work look like. So this is how it look like. Let's position it a little bit. Let's send it top. If you are, I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm okay with it like this. I can resize it if I'm okay. Now I'm okay with it, so let's come back to design view. We'll just copy this, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, bring it back a little bit, and then here change it to password. Change to password. Now change, go to others, and the first one we are going to give it a name, tst user name. Okay, that's the name of this bust. Okay, select here and also change it to tst password. We'll use it in our coding. So that's why we are giving them those names. In our coding, we'll be making reference to them. Okay, let's put a checkbox over here, a checkbox to show and then to hide the form. So click here and let's go to input mask and click on the three dots and then put it at password. This one is for password. So click on finish. Okay, so that when we view this form, let's view this form in that layout. You see, this is how our form is looking. It's looking nice. It's looking nice. You have to push it small. Okay. Right click here and go to design view. Let's position it a little bit up. Okay, now let's go for a checkbox. I forgot the checkbox, so I'll hover over it. This is a checkbox, so click here and we'll draw our checkbox. Okay, so select this one. And then another checkbox will say show password. Show what? Password. So select it and bold it. If you look at a website, so when you select the checkbox, we want the checkbox, so only the checkbox, so select the checkbox only. But as I'm selecting it, it comes with the distance, so I'll resize this one so that I can select only the checkbox. So select the checkbox. This is selected again. So the checkbox, I can give it a name. So the name, you can give it a particular name so that you can easily make reference to it in your coding process. Okay, actually I don't want to make it to appear like I'm forcing you to select the names. No, not like that. I'm giving the chance, so I'll give it a name. Check. So show check. So that's the name I've given to it. So this is what I'll be making reference in the code. Okay. Now we need a command buttons over here. We need a command buttons over there. They are very necessary. We need the command buttons. We need them. Okay, so let's go to design and then locate your command buttons. So click on here. I'm going to draw our first command button. Want you to draw it, it will be in line. Let me so say cancel. So say cancel. Okay, when you're drawing the command button, just cancel it. Don't select any record form. Okay, so first of all, let's select the whole of this and let's put it here a little bit. Okay, so so I'll write in the login. Okay, so that we can log in. It should be in capital letters. Log in. Select it and go to format, bold it, put it at 12. Okay, let's change the color. The color should be with, it should match with what we are using here. So come here and change the text color to be white. Okay, if you are okay with it, let's come to the command button. Let's write the since it's a command, cmd login. Okay, it should be in small letters, cmd login. This is the name I have given to this button. This is the name I've given, and I'll be making use of that name in the coding process. Okay, that's the name I've given to it. So if I'm okay with it, let's say the size, I'm okay with the size. Let me increase it small. I'm okay with the size. I'm okay with the size. So I'll just Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to paste, and here I'll change here to clear. So that when you click on this button, it will clear what is in the text box. Okay, text box for us. Let me bring it a little bit back. Okay, I'm okay now. Here, let me go here to command button, the orders, and I'll say cmd what clear. Please, the name that I use, make sure you also use that name. I'm begging you, so that we all achieve the same result. So let's put a label here. Let's put a label here. Okay. So let's write something. SBA app developed by Constech Academy. Okay, so you can do your own. Let me reduce the size. Go to format, bold it, and then reduce the size to 8. I am okay, so bring this one back to its place. Okay, let me view the form to see how it is looking like. Let me view it in the dialog form. So this is how it is looking. This is how it is looking. This is how it is looking. I believe it's looking nice. Now before that, let's Ctrl X. Let's give it a form, a name. Let's say FRM login. This is a way of naming your form. You can give it any name that you like, but I prefer to give it a name because it's a form. So click on OK. Now click here and go to design view. Now click on the whole form click on the whole form and go to okay. Select this form, select the whole of this and give it a caption. Select this one and give it a caption. So login system. So you can give it a name. We can even put the name of your school over there. Let me put Constech login system, but I will not do that. You can personalize it. Okay. So I'll just click on test. So if I run it, it will come login system. Okay. Now let's work on this button, the first one here, which we need to code it. So click on bring the property sheet and go to others. Let's go to event. When we click on this button, what should happen? That is on click. So select the 3 dots. We are going to use a code builder. We can use a micro, but we want to use what? A code. So select code builder, click on OK. So it can open a VBA code for you. So when the user click on this button, whatever is located in the text box, the text box for username and the text box for password, it should be clear. So how do you write it in VBA? So first of all, the name of the form here is called me. So that's the name of the form. So say me dot, what's the name of the text box? So the first one is what? TST username. So TST username, it has come here. So select. It's equal to empty, an empty string. So when that button is pressed, whatever is there should be empty. So I'm going to copy this and paste. I don't like hard work. So here I'll write the password. That's the name I've given to it. So if what happens that when this button is pressed, the test box username should be empty, and the me.password should also be empty. Now we are left with another one code. So when it is empty, you can see that the insertion pointer will be at the password. We want to write a VBA code to force the insertion point to be at the username. Okay, so you say me dot what? Test. Let me can get me dot tst, then password, let username dot set focus. Set what? Focus. Okay, so let's save. Control S to save. This is those of us who have been in my class in the Microsoft Excel, you should be familiarized with this dialog box. Okay, this is the file, this is the edit, the view. Okay, this is what you use to insert a module. Okay, you want to go to the access, you click here. So now let's run this form. Let's run it. Let's click on form view and let's input some figures over here, and let's do some and then let's click on clear. You see that it has cleared whatever is there. It has cleared whatever is there. Okay, it has cleared, and then it has set the focus to the username. It has set the focus to username. Now let's work on the checkbox. This checkbox, let's work on it. Now we have hidden the password. In a case where we want to show the password, what do we do? So click on this I don't know why I'm coming. Let me do like this and see. Let me undo that. So I'll click on this, and I click on click, and click here. Go to code builder. That is the name that you have given to that button. Show check, the checkbox. So what we want to do is that we want to, when this button is clicked and the password is hidden, like it is in asterisk for you not to see, when we click on this button, it should enable us to see whatever is there. Okay, so we are going to use an if statement. So if statement. So if me dot the test password dot input mask, we have put an input mask, and that input mask is equal to, then you bring double quotation, and it's equal to password. I don't know if you are getting what I'm doing, so let me come back here. You see, when we click here, we have given it a what? When you go to data, that the input man is called password. So we are referring to this. That's what I've used in the code. Okay, so come here. Let's go to the VBA. So if me dot password dot input mask is equal to it's equal to 0, it's equal to password rather, then if you use if, then what should happen? Then me, the user form, which is the password dot input mask, should be what? 0, which means that if the user form, that test box, and then the input mask is password, when we click on it, the test, the user, when we click on the form, that password should give us what? A figure. It should give us a figure. It should give us a figure. Okay, it should give us a figure. So if whatever is there, it should show whatever is there. That is the meaning of the 0 there. Else, since we use if goes with else, what should happen? Me dot password dot what? Input mask is equal to password again, meaning that if we click on that button and it shows what is hidden, and we click on it again, it should hide it for us. That's the meaning of what that's the meaning of the code. So since we use if, so it will end what? End if. So let's save it. Control S to save. And let's go and run this one. So let's run this form and see. Let's run it. So let's enter something over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When you click here, it will show whatever is there for us. When you click again, it will hide whatever is there for us. I hope we are getting it. Okay. Are we getting it? So when you click here, it will show what is over there. And so when you click here, it will clear the form. I hope you are enjoying the lesson. Now let's we'll work on this. But before that, let's write some few codes and then we'll continue. I will not complete it. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. So click here and go to events, and then click on the 3 dots and go to code builder. So when we click on the CMD, that's the command button login, what should happen? First of all, we need to establish a condition. The first of all is called the if condition. The first one, if the test box is empty, it should give us a prompt. And if the test box is not empty and the details that we ask is not there, it should also give us a message box. And if what is being requested and is being provided for, then it should open the form. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll start with the if statement. So if me, the form, anytime I use the me, you should understand this one. So if me, if the user name is equal to empty, it's an empty string, or we can use or if is null. If it's null, then me dot test username so it will give us this error. So there should be then. Okay, so if the user name, the test box username is empty or is null, what should happen? It should give us a message. There should be a message box. Then what? Message box. And what will be in the message box? So bring your double quotation. We want to give it a simple message. Username cannot be what? Empty. Then what kind of warning do you want to give? We want to give a critical warning. Critical, meaning if you don't provide it, you will not go. So what is the message that you want to display? Username required. Okay. Then we want to put the insertion pointer at that place. So the username dot set focus. So here we'll put the, because you use the if, so you have to use an if. This code is not yet completed, but let's run it and see. So let's click on it. So you see it's giving us this error message that username cannot be empty. So if we enter, there's an, so that's it. But before that, let's we'll stop here. Select these two boxes, select it and format it, and go to format and both, whatever will be there. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. We'll continue very soon. Thank you.
Please subscribe to this channel, like, comment. You can even share so that others can also benefit from this course.